I'm sorry. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Utilities, Safety, and Environment Committee meeting. The first item on our agenda this evening is the approval of the April 21st and the April 28th Utilities Committee meeting minutes. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The next item on the agenda is the matter of authorizing the mayor to advertise for bids and enter into a contract for the sludge cake disposal. Mr. Jacobs.
Yes, through the chair. This is our existing contract with Republic expires in the fall. We're just trying to get a head start, get the specs done, get everything approved, and get them advertised in the summer so we can have an unbroken chain to remove our sludge.
And this is something that we do every year. Is that correct, Mr. Jacobs?
The last one was a one-year contract with renewal for 2 additional years. And that 2 additional years is up in the fall.
Okay, and we'll do the same thing again?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Are there any questions for Mr. Jacobs? Mrs. Davis?
Through you, Madam Chair. So is this going to be a new contract, you say, or an existing one?
It'll be a new one because we have to advertise again.
So you don't know if there's going to be an increase or not in the cost?
No, we don't. We're assuming there'll be a slight increase, but we don't know.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobs.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Are there any other questions? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report. Thank you. We have considered the matter of sludge cake from the water treatment process at water pumping, and this is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to advertise for bids and to enter into a contract for sludge cake disposal for a 1-year period with an option for 2 additional 1-year periods. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Mr. Jacobs, you don't need this to be an emergency or anything, do you?
No, we don't, because we got it here in plenty of time.
Great, thank you so much.
And I am in the
The
parking
next-
lot. The door was locked, so I couldn't get in.
I'm so sorry. Do you want to come in? Because we'll let you in.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jacobs. I'm so sorry about that.
No problem. Bye.
Bye-bye. The next item on the agenda is the matter of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept the first optional year of the existing sludge disposal with Lorain County landfill. Mr. Corzine.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As you read, we have an existing sludge disposal contract with Lorain County Landfill, and we have the opportunity at this point to pick up the first optional year on this contract. The unusual thing about this optional year is this is the first time in all the years I've been here that the price has not gone up for the first optional year. So we're getting good service from Lorain County Landfill, and it's right in our own backyard practically. So I'll entertain any questions.
Mr. Sarah.
To you, Madam Chair. So I guess just for clarification, what's the difference between the one that Mr. Jacobs did and the one you're doing? One's called a sludge cake, and the other one's sludge disposal.
They're through you, Madam Chair. Actually, they're both sludge cakes that are being disposed of. Ours is a sludge cake, just like Mr. Jacobs is. His is he needs a contract for his disposal from the water treatment plant, just like I need a contract for the disposal from the wastewater treatment plant.
Thank you.
Mrs. Deary.
Thank you. Yes, through you, Madam Chair. As Superintendent Corzine mentioned, yes, there are two separate contracts, one for the water pumping plant, one for the wastewater plant. There's an existing contract for the wastewater plant with an optional extension, which Mr. Corzine is requesting that council exercise, and that is not the case with the water pumping plant. We have already exercised those optional extensions and are at the point where we need to seek out a brand new contract.
Thank you.
Hence the distinction.
Thank you. Mrs. Davis?
Through you, Madam Chair, to Mr. Corzine. So our agreement now is for next year, am I correct, 2022? Is this what we're checking on now, 2022?
Through you, Madam Chair, our existing first year expires on September 30th of 2021. So we're looking to extend it for the first optional year from October 1st, 2021 through September 30th of 2022. And the monies have been appropriated. We don't need this as an emergency because, again, we're here early enough.
Okay, through you, Madam Chair. So I noticed also that, so in year 3, they're going to raise it $1. Is this true? Like it's $24.75 now, and then in year 3, it says $25.75. You said they haven't increased it. This is the first time, so it's still at $24.75, and then in year 3, it's going to be $25.75.
That's correct, through you, Madam Chair. Our existing is $24.75. If we pick up the first optional year, that will be at $24.75, and then if we pick up the second optional year, then that will go up to the $25.75.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Are there any other questions for Mr. Corzine? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report. We have considered the matter of sludge cake from the wastewater treatment plant, and this is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to advertise, authorizing the mayor to exercise the first year option of the existing sludge disposal contract with Lorain County Landfill, LLC. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Mrs. Simmons, I want to acknowledge that I see you on the screen, so thank you for coming. Okay. The next item on the agenda is the matter of granting the mayor to apply for and accept, if awarded, the Nature Works 27th round grant through ODNR. Mrs. Reardon.
Thank you. Through you, Madam Chair. This is a grant deadline on June 1st, so before I forget, we would ask that this be passed as an emergency due to the deadline of the grant. So yeah, this is through ODNR Nature Works grant. What we would like to do is replace the playground equipment at North Park. So the project would not exceed $75,000. The required city match is 25%. So our max would be $18,750 if we were awarded, you know, what we were asking. This would be a reimbursement grant, so we would pay it up front, and then they would pay us back after everything's been completed, all the paperwork's filled out. And we would be looking to use 2022 issue 6 money as the matching portion.
Thank you, Ms. Reardon. Are there any questions, Ms. Davis?
Madam Chair, so you said this is for North Park?
Yeah, we have a play structure there that, and I've actually been trying to find out the exact date it was installed. From what I have gathered so far, without getting an exact date, we believe it's to be about 25 years old. And over the years, as pieces and parts have broken, we have just disassembled those pieces because they were not safe anymore. So there's actually a lot of missing elements within the whole play structure. So it would just be a replacement of new equipment in the same area that's already there.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions for Ms. Reardon? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report. We have considered the matter of replacement of playground equipment at North Rec and authorized the mayor to apply for and accept, if awarded, the Nature's Work 27th round grant through ODNR, and this would have an emergency clause. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The next item on the agenda is the matter of establishing a MOU for mutual aid with other county agencies. Chief Whiteley.
Good evening. Yes, the police department has had an active MOU for many years. Actually, our current MOU that we've been operating under is believed to have been made sometime in the 1990s. None of us believed that at the time, but that's what we found out, and it's time to update them. All the other cities, most of the other cities are well into their council approval stage. I guess it's kind of a compliment to our law director's office because I sent the MOU for their perusal. Eric Bruning made some changes to it, sent it back to me, and I sent it back to the president of the association so everybody could read it over. Nobody told me that they were all approving it and taking it as we corrected it. So when I called and asked about it, they're like, well, some of them are already through council. And I was like, well, you didn't tell me, so we're way behind the eight ball here. But apparently they all liked how it was written and corrected, so it's time for us to move it through.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Are there any questions for Chief Whiteley? Mrs. Davis.
I just, through you, Madam Chair, I just thought this is such a wonderful idea that everybody would be on the same page and help each other.
Mm-hmm.
I just assume that that's what you do, but I see here you have to have an agreement with each other. And it's so wonderful that you're reaching out and we have this agreement, and I know it probably came into play when the fire was at the Vic building, and it probably came into play at that time where we could work together.
Right.
So this is a great idea. Thank you.
Part of the MOU is for officers to come and help, they have to have arrest authority in our city.
Okay.
So signing the MOU is when we call them and they come, they have our authority. And we have their authority when we go there.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. And I agree, Chief. It's wonderful that the communities work together, and that's what we should be doing, absolutely. Are there any other questions? Seeing none, I'll read the committee report. This is, we have considered the matter of mutual aid between law enforcement agencies in Lorain County, and this is legislation to be drawn authorizing an agreement for mutual aid with other county agencies, and this will have an emergency clause. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There is no other business to come before this committee. I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and properly second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.